Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ira Dwi Handayani and hello everyone. In this video, I want to share a little about syntax. In syntax, we'll learn about phrase, clause, sentence, and tree diagram. The first one is phrase. What is phrase? Phrases are linguistic units that are larger than words and smaller than clauses and sentences. The second one is clause. A clause is a group of words that includes a subject and a verb. There are two types of clause, that's dependent clause and independent clause. The third one is sentence. A sentence is a group of words that are put together to mean something. A sentence is the basic unit of language which expresses a complete thought. And the last one is tree diagram. The tree diagram is a tool used to divide large categories into smaller or more detailed levels. The primary goal of a tree diagram is to illustrate this concept in a way that is visible apparent, even for those previously unfamiliar with sentence diagrams. Then, what is syntax itself? Syntax is a subfield of linguistics that studies the internal structure of sentence and interrelationship among their concept part and arrangement of words in sentence, clause, and phrase, and the study of the formation of sentence and their relationship of their component parts. And in this video, I will focus on sentence and how to analyze it using tree diagram. Then there are four types of sentence structure that are simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence.
For the first one is simple sentence. A simple sentence has one independent clause, it has one subject and one verb, and it is a completed thought. For example, Eliza closed the door. It has one subject and one verb. Eliza is subject and close is verb. For the second one is compound sentence. Compound sentences are a combination of two or more independent clauses joined together by a coordinating conjunction. There are fanboys in coordinating conjunction. F is for, A is and, N is nor, B is but, O is or, Y is yet, and S is so. For example, I really need to go to work for I am too sick to drive. In these sentences has two independent clauses, that is, both clauses are completed with a subject and a verb, and combined with coordinating conjunction for. And for the next is complex sentences. Complex sentences are composed of an independent and dependent clause. For example, because it was so hot, Jeremy went to the beach. In these sentences, because it was so hot is not a completed thought, so it's a dependent clause. And Jeremy went to the beach is independent clause because it's a completed thought. And for the last is compound complex sentences. Compound complex sentences are a combination of a compound and complex sentence. It has at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. For example, Chika must be at school early today because there is final examination, but she is feeling sick. There are two independent clauses and combined with coordinating conjunction because, and has one dependent clause.
Okay, now I want to analyze the sentence using the tree diagram, but it just focus on two, that's tree diagram for simple sentence and tree diagram for complex sentence.
Here is for simple sentence. His wife washes the dishes. Okay, now we start to analyze this sentence. Symbols as here is sentence. In this sentence, there are noun phrase and verb phrase. We can write the noun phrase with its symbols, that is NP, and for verb phrase is VP. In this sentence, noun phrase consists of determiner, his, and noun, wife. Then the verb phrase consisting of verb phrase and noun phrase. The verb phrase just simple verb that washes, and noun phrase consisting of determiner the and noun dishes. Okay, now is for complex sentences. The woman knows that the contestant will lose. In this complex sentence, the woman knows is independent clause, and for dependent clause is that the contestant will lose. Okay, now we start to analyze this sentence. This sentence have noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase consisting of determiner the and noun woman. In verb phrase consisting of verb knows and subordinate conjunction that. In this verb phrase there are dependent clause. We can write by the symbol DC. And this dependent clause consisting of noun phrase and verb phrase. In noun phrase consisting of determiner the and noun contestant. In verb phrase consisting of auxiliary will and verb loss.
Well, we have done analyze sentence using the tree diagram. And that's all my little explanation about syntax. Thank you for your nice attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.